Hello everybody, we have creation, future, bodies with Yasodhara and Haris online class. Just a free Zoom, so we are not going to be naked on this class. Okay, you didn't pay. So what we are creating something amazing in November with Yasodhara. It's going to be in Belgium in the middle of November, 3-day body class. And to contribute to this energy of this class, we are having also this Zoom with all of you here, and we are speaking about creation, bodies, whatever you would like to speak about. We are here for you for 60 minutes, and then we are disappearing. Yes, Sodara.
Then we're flying out again. And I also wonder, because like we started creating it for the body class in Brussels, and I wonder how many of you create businesses that include your bodies very much. And since we're all over the world, and there is so much like interesting stuff going on where like bodies are excluded or not allowed to do a lot of things, I wonder what we can also just track out of like track, change, transform by acknowledging what we all know about bodies, what we are aware of as a future, and what we can create together tonight with all of our beings and all of our bodies. Yeah. And so everything that you've heard, that you've been wondering about, that made you doubt, shall we start fracking that out of existence, Harris?
Yes.
Cool. So, yeah. How much unconsciousness has been coming up around you? And how many of you have had some? I saw Harris reacting on a post. He's like, I'm like kind of grumping every day. So what if we can start with the fracking? Shall we do it on 3, Harris? What do you get?
Okay. Like just follow the energy. So like just let's do it whatever you would like that we do at the moment.
Yeah.
You're the boss now.
I'm the
So
boss. I like it.
Yeah, you are on the on the driving position. Just drive us somewhere.
Maybe there are also people that don't know what fracking is. So I'll shortly, like fracking is basically a method that they use a lot in the oil industry to actually get a valuable product from underneath or from out of the ground. And so you can do that also when you're aware of a lot of like shit, a lot of unconsciousness. Maybe you feel it in your body, maybe it manifests to all kind of craziness and pains in your head or in your body, and you can just choose to frag that. And one of the ways is to do that on number 3. So how you do it is just throwing energy basically on 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and expand out while you do it too. So it's not, what if everything that you're aware of is actually an awareness of an energy or something that is ready to be transformed, maybe not only in your own private little world. And so who or what have you been waiting for to show you the possibilities you are aware of with bodies? What could you be creating? What would you be aware of if you just choose to go? So Harris, can you maybe, like, maybe I'm going to ask you some questions since nobody's asking us questions yet. What are ways that you include your body? What are ways that you include your body in the creation of your business and in the creation of the future of your business?
Yeah. So for me, what is amazing question is how much pleasure can I have? So for me, questions with pleasure, and pleasure is the word how we could invite more bodies to creation. Like somehow, what if we have to have pleasure on this planet, and what if we have body and we have this planet for pleasure? So like more you are creating from pleasure, and more you have pleasure in your life, it can be just amazing. And many people, like especially like on the last classes, it was always some question. People are trying to make it hard. Like in this reality, it's they value more when it's something hard. So people are trying to suffer more. They are trying to make it hard. How much people are you trying to suffer? You are trying to make it hard to prove value. So you are more worthy if it was hard. And something what is too easy, too much fun, too much pleasure, it's not. It doesn't have so much value. Like especially it doesn't need have so much value for this reality, or like in
It's a
this reality.
sin.
Yeah, it's a sin, and also in this reality you can't monetize it. Like how much do you need to suffer so you can prove that you deserve money, and with ease, joy, glory, with too much pleasure, you don't deserve it somehow. So this is reality of other people which we don't need to have anymore. So what if too much pleasure can be included in creation of your whole life, and what if too much pleasure can be included in creation also of money in your business creations? And it's still a choice, so everybody can choose whatever you would like to choose. Life is a creation, you can create anything. So how much more pleasure can we have? How much more we can create in unicorn style? So you
Spinning with
just,
glitter. I love it.
yeah,
When you
with
spin
glitters.
glitter around.
What was funny awareness which showed up in these days, like how you create as a unicorn, you just turn around in your bed. This is so much like unicorn style. Can you imagine like a unicorn waking up and yamming and turning around to another part of the bed, and this is unicorn style creation, like, because like mostly these beautiful unicorns are asking like how much can I create too much money that I don't need to do anything. How is help me, like maybe it is possible, maybe this is your reality, maybe this is your style, unicorn style, so you can ask for this, that it shows up for you. You don't need to do anything. Beautiful unicorn, and you can create too much money. What
And
if
so
it is possible?
for all the people that have learned that unicorns aren't real, how much of your magic have you also been putting away because it has been called not real? So what if you'd allowed that magical energy that you are to be into existence, but not having to prove it, not having to show it, just be it. There are some buts coming. It's like, oh, Serpil has a question. Maybe we go to Serpil first.
Yes.
Then we have Sergio, who is good to create a lot for others, but not for him. So Sergio, what are you willing to be for others that you're not willing to be for you?
So,
Serpil, hello.
Just ask. Go, Serpil.
hi, can I ask in the German translation? And she is translating.
You're speaking such a good English.
Okay, so I will try. Okay, thank you. So, my question is, I had a very hard experience yesterday in the night, and I have never experienced that. I don't know how to say it. It was a pressure from all around, so from above and right and left, and so from everywhere. And I was like, I know I have no, I just wanted to receive, and it was so intense. So I don't know what to do in this situation. And can you, help me with this? Well, what this is?
Have you asked who that belonged to, all that pressure and all that?
I have asked and used the tools, but it was like I just have to go to sleep. It was very intense.
So maybe like Serpil, the only way like how you can help problems is that you have too much capacities, especially maybe too much which you are not using, which you need to hide from yourself. I was exploring today, like I have a way now over Istanbul to Switzerland, and these Corona times are pretty stressful. And so I'm some kind of slightly autistic, so there is so many things that it can go wrong on the way. So if you have a lot of capacities, it could be also that you are a lot of afraid. And so what if you can use these capacities to create life? And life doesn't need to be so much in happening to us. So when I have this trip now, if I would go into happening, oh, what is going to happen to me? This can happen, this can go wrong, this can go wrong, this can go wrong. It's a lot of fear, you know, if you're slightly autistic, like, oh my God, you can imagine like cute unicorn is going to fly now, and I'm going to go to this crazy city of Istanbul, and everybody is afraid of Corona. Like when I go here to hotel elevator, people are shaking when I go inside. So what is going to be in this like big airport or Istanbul, and then I need to come to Switzerland, and they're going to check me if I'm good enough to enter their country. There is so many things that can go wrong. And then what if I don't need to be afraid? What if I can create? Fucking shit I'm going to create, that they are going to let me through the border without any problems, and like I'm willing to be and do anything for that. Like I'm going to call Donald Trump to help me, whatever. So I'm creating it. I'm creating that it's going to work in the best way as possible, what I'm choosing for my life, and I'm following also awareness to choose it in the best way. So I'm creating something what it works. So are you creating your life, Serpil, or you are waiting what is going to happen?
A little bit waiting.
Just say something what is creating lightness now, okay?
And if you're so, it's not like, you know, when Harris is talking, it's not that he will be less aware of it, or if he comes into the airport and everybody's crazy, that it will be like, you know, you can choose ease, but if you are around a lot of crazy people, that might be very intense. And so it's not like, you know, these access tools are there to make things easier, to create more space. But if you're around 100 crazy people and you're aware of these 100 crazy people, it will be different than you standing next to a tree that has no thoughts at all, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this is also where you also have to look at, okay, what can I choose to be, and what if there's nothing wrong?
So like, what dangerous unicorn can I be now to have total ease with everything in my life?
Maybe you just need a water bottle. In case all goes wrong, just put a water bottle against your head and just meditate for 5 minutes. I think that's a good one for Dr. Annick as well in the hospital, right? Tomorrow you just bring your bottle of water.
Or put it in some other body part, and you're never going to be sick in your whole life.
We need to put a disclaimer to this free Zoom, Harris, if you're going to start talking like that. I don't want to get sued.
And
Yeah.
so this is like wrong, you know, prescription for the health, you know. I made a wrong advice for health. But they need to prove it that it was wrong. So somebody need to try.
Yeah. So what could you, like, you know, the interesting part is if you can duplicate all the craziness in the world, what would you have to choose so the world could start duplicating you? If you'd be so much space that the people around you just become space and they space out. Have you ever seen that? I think it's very funny to do that, like with the other sex.
Yeah.
When
Yes.
you're so much space and they'll go like, So how much space could you choose to be so the world starts to turn around more as you know that it's possible? And what if that's also part of creating a future with your body? Because if you're going to be constantly like if you're going to be choosing to be at the effect of your awareness, what kind of future is that creating for you, but also for the planet? And it's not that it's wrong, it's more to start looking at, okay, so what kind of future is this creating? So what is so right about me? And certainly in these moments where you think like, oh my God, I think I'm gonna die. If we all know this moment,
Oh, yeah.
what is so right about me? What is so strong about me? And now how the fuck do I create a future with my body and these capacities?
Yeah.
Everything that doesn't allow me to actually get stronger, to actually start to get the pieces of awareness that I require to shift and change this, destroy it and create it. Right?
Yes.
Portal nature is boys and beyond.
Wow.
So what if you have too much capacities? What if that's your problem?
Help,
So
I'm too capable.
Yeah, so like you are here to create amazing life, or you are going to be full of shit. Something like that is just a suggestion what you can explore.
So Vivian has a very long thing here. Shall I read it, Harris, or do you want to read it? I have a question. I have noticed that when people are telling me something around my body, I get defensive, even when they say this is coming from love. It's like it fires me up. EJ, 2 nights ago, I came after a trade, all happy, and my roommate told me, hey, this comes from love, and I'm worried about you because when you sleep, sometimes you stop breathing. And I said, thank you, but don't be worried. We'll take care of me. And she insisted that then it fired me up. And I got, oh, wait a minute, defensive and said, you're being concerned doesn't.
Sorry, darling. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm not getting anything of that.
It's actually in the chat.
Yeah, she's reading. That's
yeah,
why she's
but I
fast.
cannot read at the same time on the English chat and translate in French. I'm sorry. So
okay,
maybe
so
if you just could read slowly.
Maybe we don't need to read everything or something.
Yeah, so it is Vivian who has a roommate who fires her up by saying things in the name of love. So then she asks, and then she goes and makes herself wrong for being defensive. And I asked my body what it needs, and I'm doing it, but still it is wrong to react like this. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Harris.
Yeah. So what would I say? What if you are aware of another person? So when another person says something, what if you are so aware of this person's functioning and reality and universe that because you are so aware and you are not aware that you are so aware, you buy it. So how you feel shit, what if it's how much you buy other person's universe, how much you buy their reality, their point of view, especially because you are resisting to them. What if you are buying them? So what if like this, when you feel bad or when you are fighting, this is when you are buying their universe. So But if you are much more aware of other people than we think, and you can ask for more awareness how much you are aware of other people, and because if you are not aware that we are aware, it could be that we are buying too much. What if all this, what shows up for you, is not yours, it's from this person who is talking with you, all this shit. So how much you are super aware and how much you can explore more of this, your capacities of awareness, and also how quick you are in changing and duplicating somebody. They're all amazing capacities, which, like, if you are not aware that you have them, it can be that you can be shit very fast.
And like, if you kind of get angry over people, I also like to sometimes ask, what's the lie here? Because yeah, like, how many of you, when there is somewhere a lie, you just get like so pissed off? And it's just like, it's not even in the words, but it's in the energy. So the anger will come up even before they finish their sentence. It's like, rah! But you like, so what, like, is there a lie?
Also, like, what could be a lie here? People are saying something so they don't need to receive. You know, like, I also hate when people just say thank you so they don't need to be grateful, something like that. So like, or when they make significant how, like, they are grateful and everything, and they're like, sometimes it can be fucked up because they are not really grateful.
Or I love you, but actually something
Yeah.
else is going on. So every time she actually says that, like what are you aware of? What Harris just said also, like, with the whole world, and what else are you aware of? If you keep asking that question, you might really start opening up and seeing all the layers that come with those little packages people deliver under the name of love. That is happening, yeah. Also know that love is like one of the distractor implants. So is that also something you've been aware of? That it like activates like a chain of distraction where the person is functioning from?
Anything else?
It's funny because she also asked, is it wrong to react like this? Like, what if like everybody on this call could from today on, what if you could like start trusting yourself that whatever you react like, it's never wrong. And you could go to question, like a real question, not am I right or am I wrong? No, what am I aware of? What's going on here? She's fried. Oh no, oh yes, that's her. Okay, cool. I think that like something is weird with my head in the chat today. Judy, how much space can we be so that the world, oh sorry Masira, starts to unlock? What kind
Just writing out notes.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Anybody else? Questions?
Maybe read them
Yes,
out
we
loud
have.
here.
We have a question in Russian chat. Как лучше слышать тело? So how can we learn to hear our bodies?
What did this?
Did you hear it or not?
Yeah, probably. How to learn how to hear our body?
Yeah, I love it. What did you say?
Yes, it was just like exactly.
Yes.
So, just speak.
I speak?
Yeah, just speak.
Yeah, well, are you listening? A lot of people, like, their bodies talk the whole time and they're just not listening because they have a lot of projections and expectations on how it should look. So what have you decided listening to your body and your body talking should look like, that keeps you from missing when your body is actually telling you loud and clear what it desires, what it knows? And so are you trying to hear your body, like listen to your body or hear your body through your head? Where is she? Oh, she's on the other chat.
Yeah, she's translator. She's
Oh,
Russian translator. So it was probably Russian question, so probably we can't help in this question. So I would say, like, what if we have too much point of view? What means listening? We are trying to listen, and there could be one thing, it can be separation in this listening, and it could be also that you are trying to be serious in this listening. And it doesn't work with bodies. Like, what if you can create better with body if you are more like a flirting energy with the body and more playful energy? So it's not so much like a human way when they are trying to ask a question and they are trying to get the answer. It's maybe not this, even if this is also fun. It's a comedy show. It's more like this, like, buddy, let's do something. You know, buddy was like this or this, you know, buddy, do we go now to sauna? Do we go now to swimming pool? Or you would like to drink wine here? Buddy, what would you like to do? What if it's more like this? And you just like, you can taste a little of wine, you can taste little of sauna, you can taste little of swimming pool. Like, is it something amazing? Is it great? And you follow the energy. You don't need to get straight, perfect answer. Just explore. Like, body, maybe this, maybe this, maybe this. So what if creation with bodies, it can be much more playful, and like you flirt with bodies and you flirt with body, you have fun. And it's not so much like listening.
How many of you have a body also that's so much quicker than you actually think listening works? I've had so many people in body classes. I think it's so funny. Their hand will be on the body somewhere, and then they'll go like, so this body process says like, put your hands where the energy starts. And I've asked and I don't have an answer. And like, I'm like, aren't you touching the body right now? Or people will just be grabbing chocolates and then like the hand is already in the bowl and they'll start asking body, what would you like to eat? So how much quicker is your body already there with like what it requires before you ask the question? And so what if your body is more responding to the energy of question than to the slowness of talking? And so what if you start also to observe your body? How does it talk to you? What does it show you? What is it capable of?
And what if you know exactly what your body would like to do today?
Oh gosh.
And it's just and it's just too good. And you're afraid that life could be too good and you wouldn't be able to control yourself and your body anymore if you would listen to your body. Too good, too much fun, too easy, too playful, too beautiful life.
And everywhere you also look for one language with your body. Would you be willing to let that go? It's so funny. Like, I think about a year ago, I asked my body, like, what kind of car would you like to drive? And I was on the highway. I know I was on a pretty quick way. I was driving like 100 kilometers an hour. And suddenly it felt as if there was like a knife put in my kidneys. And I was literally like, what the fuck, buddy? Do we need to go to the emergency room? And the minute I turn, I look into a BMW garage. And I was like, so do you want to show me a car or do you want to show me something is wrong with our kidneys? Because like it's two very different choices here. So if it's the emergency room, keep hurting. If it's the BMW, I got it, stop. And so this would be a way, like my body doesn't always talk like that, but like how many different ways is your body communicating with you?
That you're maybe not recognizing.
Totally.
I have a question about this recognizing what body talks. Can I ask, or did you? I talk to my body almost every day since I had these body classes with Harris. and I'm pretty aware of that's what's going on in my body. And for 2 weeks, I have asked my body, my infinite being, are we going to create some business? And I did it with great joy, and were ready for last Sunday to create bars class. Week before this bars class, I got such a heaviness in my body. I think it was something like influence, and I was I was to the doctor, and he checked COVID and everything. It was not this, but since 10 days I'm ill. I can't do nothing. And if I ask my body, would you like to create, or are we going to create bars class? Yes. And I did it. And after that, I'm so tired, and I ask my body, what do you want? And my body wants to stay in the bed and only laying all the time. I'm not ready to do anything. 10 days. What is this for language?
Unicorn style.
Well, have you decided something is wrong? It's really hard, and this is the tricky part. It's very hard to get the awareness of what's actually going on if you already decide that something is wrong. It's as if you put on your glasses of, okay, so now I'm going to put on my glasses to see the wrongness. And then you start looking for awareness, but you get your wrongness glasses on. So you only see what could possibly be wrong. But if it's like, if that's not it, you will actually never get to what is going on and what's the gift of your body.
Yes, wrongness. That's the point.
So can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Did you pick up, and I don't know why I'm asking this, but did you pick up anything like in that doctor's cabinet about wrongness and, I don't know, projections, expectations when you went to the doctor? Yes or no?
Yes.
So have you been destroying and creating everything you've been aware of that was going on there?
Yes.
And also everything your body picked up there?
Yes.
And all we're talking about future today, right? Like how many futures have been projected on you and your bodies that you keep creating as your future, where it is not your future, and so you fight against it rather than just acknowledging, oh, never mind, it's not my future, that was just a projected future, thank you so much for all that shit. Nope, not mine, bye-bye.
Yes, thank you. Wow.
Yeah. And so like doctors will do that a lot, not all, but there will be a very, like often there is like this whole thing about how a body should work. So if a body is sick, it takes 3 days or 5 days or 10 days or 5 years or never or a lifetime. But as a humanoid, if you, like as a unicorn body, your body is different. So you have to be aware if people start putting poo on you, that you're like, oh, now I'm a poopy unicorn. Let's get washed.
Yes, he told me this, and beat no man, no people, nobody. So, yeah, closed.
So I have a question for you. So like, what if you bought this from doctor's office 10 days before going to doctor's office? What if you were just thinking about this, what if it can happen, so it happened?
Yeah.
So what if you already bought from doctor's office without even planning to go there? You went there, then you were sick for 10 days, and then you went there.
To hide from my capacity, you mean?
Like, this is a capacity what you have done.
Yeah.
It's amazing capacity. Like, you can just buy from some doctor's office without even going there. So you can be sick for 10 days. So like just by thinking what can go wrong, you were already creating something wrong.
Wow. Why can I change it and create?
No, don't change it. It's so cute and sexy. Just enjoy it like you're like from some science fiction movie. Don't change this. Sell it to Hollywood. No. So the thing is, like, I can say something what could be interesting. Like, if you have decided that something can stop you, for what have you decided that can stop you? Dun, 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 dun. So for how many things did you decide that it can stop you? People here, anybody, can ask yourself this question. So for how many things have you decided it can stop you?
More than 2.
So what? So more than 2 millions. So what if you are with this creating it?
Yeah.
So you are always going to create something what can stop you. If you decided that something can stop you. Like, what if you have decided that something can be a problem, you are already creating it as a problem. So what if you can choose in your life that really nothing can stop you?
Oh, she will not be able to do that.
No, Odoch. Yes.
What can you create? What can you be? What future of this planet can you create if you allow yourself to be unstoppable? You that really nothing can stop you. So how many things are you using to stop yourself?
And indeed, some people will use money, other will use lovers or relationships or neighbors or whatever.
Bad day,
Yeah.
tiredness.
And I love Anik. She's saying, some doctors are asking, hey buddy, I hear you, what can I do for you? Yes, there are awesome doctors in the world. Ask, like, if you want them, ask them to show up. Your body will find them.
Yeah. There's some amazing doctors, mostly you need to pay. They are not in public service, it's a joke. And then it's a problem, you know, because you need to pay. I don't want to go because you need to. And then you pay more because you are sick. Yeah. So what can unstoppable Anna Wilner create?
Wow.
So just allow yourself that you are unstoppable, like that nothing can stop you, that even if you are dying, you are choosing it. That's a choice.
Yes. Choose and be you.
Yeah, what is your body capable of that you haven't asked it to show you? Body, can you show me how we can change this?
Yeah.
You risk not to be tired anymore or sick very quick.
Wow.
So what all the problems that you had in these last years, they were speaking about your amazing, super powerful capacities. And you need to watch more science fiction movies to learn more about yourself.
Yeah.
So you can ask for more awareness about yourself. What the fuck are you? What, like, okay. Anything else? Anybody? Any question?
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I choose to be unstoppable. I
Thank
choose
you.
unstoppable.
Yeah, thank you. And it's amazing contribution to all of people here. Your question. We all have similar shit. Okay, you're not the only one. So let's explore more.
I love Anik. Like, she's on this call tonight. She's like in the middle. She works in a hospital. She's talking about that she was talking to a colleague tonight about what it is that they perceive and how the bodies of patients talk to them and what invitation they could be for that to be everywhere. That's amazing, Anik. Thank you so much for what you're creating in the world. Oh, we got someone else working. So are there any other questions?
Somebody's also holding a hand. If you have a hand, you can just ask. Veronica Kuznetsova, would you like to ask? You can just
Hello. I can.
Hello.
About a few weeks ago, I began feeling a pain in my right shoulder, and I recognize it's about my business and that I should market it by myself, and it seems difficult to me.
So?
What can I ask my body to feel lighter and or do marketing lighter?
So I would say, like, what energy, space, and consciousness? I need to meet you. Can me and my body be now to create life that works for me? Okay.
And maybe also ask, like, are you doing your marketing for you or for your business?
For business.
Yeah, so have you asked your business, like, what kind of marketing it would like? Or have you just decided what kind of, have you just decided what kind of marketing you would like to have?
I decided.
Yeah, how many of you have a body that's very aware of when you're not creating with the universe, but just doing what you think you should be doing? So you're basically forcing rather than asking. What if your body was actually way more willing than most of us are willing to be to create with all the elements in the universe? And what if things being hard or you not being like able to do it, or you could start asking like what you're creating it for. So for example, if it's for your business, like, hey, what are you aware of? Like, how should we do this? Would you like me to do it? Would you like someone else to do it? This is hard on my body. Can we do this differently? Is there anything else we can look at? So you start to include your body and you start to include your business, and you have the willingness to start listening to everything rather than forcing what you think is right into existence. So what is your body aware of in regards to your business? And what would your business, what does your, like, you can ask it every day, what does your business requires of you every day? And sometimes, like, I know for my business, sometimes it has something like, can you please leave me alone today? Just leave me alone. Go and do something else. I need to actually just have a little bit of space, not having too much going on, like in the way you think we need to have things going on. Just leave me alone.
So business needs to be in a way also that it works for you. So you can ask yourself, how can you create your life and business in a way that it works for you? And when it works for you, you can create it from much more excitement, expansion. So you don't need to like give yourself too much away to create something. You can really create your life in a way that is generative for your body, for your life, for your relationship, for your family, for your business, for this planet, for everything included. So everything is some kind of creating together. Are you really excited about this creation? Or you could create it differently. You can change maybe something so this business works for you more and better. It's like it could be more interesting maybe for you. So what can you add today to your business so it's more interesting for you?
I love that.
I have a question. Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Hey.
Hi, Yasodhara. Hi, so can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so like you know, when you're becoming more aware, and it's like your body is just becoming more aware of everyone and everything. And even when you return to sender, it's very uncomfortable. How do you have more ease with all of that stuff? Because I just get to a point where I'm just like, no, screw all this consciousness stuff because this is so uncomfortable. I'm just going to try and push it all away. And then obviously it doesn't work.
So maybe you were expecting that life is much better than it seems, or people are better. Like, what is with these classes when you open yourself to more awareness? You recognize just don't let it go. You don't stop stopping this what you were doing with your body. Okay, you can just you know, okay, can you do it more? We can also mute you. Okay, so the thing is, like, what if people are much worse than it could be the worst imagination? And when you open to these classes, I say to people this on foundation classes, sorry, it might be that for some time your life is going to go worse, or it's going to be like seems worse, you know, because you are going to open to much more shit than you ever expect that it's even possible. Like, because also what we do with these classes, we lose many positive point of views, we lose many positive judgments. So you are aware that people are much more stupid than it could be like even possible. Like, and it's crazy, really. Like, also, like, you can see it with this COVID shit. So, and then, like, you after some time you just recognize it. Okay, this is how is it. It's fucked up. It's like, oh my god. And then slowly you go to some question. Okay, with all this stupidity on this planet, what can we create? What is possible? So you go to some question, and you still, with all this stupidity included, you still choose to create something. And maybe, yeah, so can you add something?
Well, I would also ask, are you creating enough in your life?
No.
Yeah. How many of you, when you don't create, how many of you, when you don't create too much, you're going to start creating shit. So you're going to start in training into other people's like craziness. But if you would be like, what would it take for all of you to be so busy that you don't have time to actually get like, you know, it's like when you run really fast, like when you run really fast, there will be like bumps in the road that you don't even notice anymore because you run over them. But then when you go slower, you'd fall into the trap or you'd fall into the hole. So what if you'd start asking like, okay, so wow, how much more would I have to add to my life for this not to be a problem anymore?
Yeah, so more you are creating your life your way, more you are creating too much, more you are immune to human stupidity.
How would it be like, I'm so busy, I'm so sorry, I'm so busy, I cannot, like, I don't have time for this. Like, yeah. Even being that energy, you know, when you cross a border, or when that's like, I was like 4 weeks ago or something, I was on the way to Slovenia, and I was just like, I didn't have my COVID test, and I was like, fuck, who can come and help? Because I don't have time for this. I have my foundation class starting tomorrow, so there's one thing I know, I need to be in Slovenia. I'm not going back. And so things started shifting at the border. Because I was like, well, I don't have time for this. I'm not there for a holiday. I'm not going to stay any longer, but I don't have time for shit or shitty conversations. This needs to change. And the guy just threw my passport in the car and said, drive. So what would it be like for every single one of you to actually be that energy where shit is no more allowed in your space? And even when it's there, it's just like, oh, that's just shit. Okay, shit stinks.
So you included some killing energy with total cuteness at the same time on the border. And he just surrendered, you know. Okay, you can go. Okay.
Just go now. No, so what could you start to add to your life and create also for yourself? And just by asking, you don't even need to know what it is, but just by like, okay, I definitely need more things going on, because otherwise I'm going to go nuts. just by starting to acknowledge that, like, I'm going crazy. I think I need to add stuff to my life and not more problems.
Yeah.
What if you're trying to take care about everybody and it's never time for you?
I was trying to do it right. Because it's like, you know, I was going so fast, like the last, like maybe about a month ago, I was like, I know I'm going to this body class, I'm doing all these exercise classes, my business is going this way, boom, boom, boom. And then I just like, contract, you know. I was like,
you mean you created a stopping point, what Harris was talking about earlier?
oh, was I not here for that? I'll rewatch this. Thank you.
There'll be replays. Harris has been saying a lot of great things. I think it was in a conversation with Anna about like how we stop ourselves, how we have that habit sometimes to create stuff to stop ourselves.
Okay.
So yes.
Thank you. Bye.
So like, what if nothing can stop you in your choice? Also, like, we go into judgments of ourselves, like we judge tiredness, we judge bad day. What if you don't judge it? You just allow yourself to be tired, and then also you can go to questions. So what we do, we judge it, we shouldn't be tired, like you should be like Melania Trump, you know, all the time. And when you judge, you're stuck with it, and it goes worse. So you are even more tired. So just allow yourself also to have bad day and just go into the questions and ask for more awareness and how you can change it. So it's too easy. That's the biggest problem.
Ask for a new bone. I always like to describe as an X-Men, if like I can be almost dying, and then when you give me a bone, I'll start running again. And I was like, was I just tired for 3 weeks? Oh no, now I'm running again. So what bone can you ask for?
Also, like all these things that we are talking about is just too easy. Like, what if you are aware that to create too much is just too easy for you and too much fun and too fast? So what if it's still secret agenda behind all this, that you don't want to create more, you would like to be like others, you would like to be normal, so stupid people like you.
Oh, I think we need to fucking pot this one before we end. That's horrible, Harris.
And it's always some loop, you know, it's always some loop. I would like to create more, and then unicorn just dies. I would like to create more, you say as a unicorn, and then you die again. So what if it's like a loop? You are always going back to shit because there is behind all this secret agenda, you still have a secret plan, you are going to be normal, and stupid people are going to like you. They are going to make you a nice looking grave. Everything this brought up, would you like to uncredence so everybody times goes in? Right and wrong, good and bad, for and back, all night, short, cute unicorn.
We're gonna make a meme, Harris. Is this another dying unicorn?
And it doesn't work, the clearing doesn't work. Like, it's like we need to repeat it more or open more this energy. So how much is your main target in your life that people for whom main thing today is sausage and potato, they are going to like you? These people who have, like, main thing in their life of these people is sausage and potato. Which meat and potato they are going to choose today. This is their day. This is their life. This is what they think for whole day. So how much you are interested to destroy your life so sausage, potato people like you? They are going to say you are so amazing because you will not be able to walk. She's so amazing. Did you hear she's sick? She's so amazing. She can't breathe. She's so amazing. She's dying. Wow, she's a miracle. Probably we can make her a saint. So they are already writing letters to Vatican. Maybe you are like Mother Teresa. Maybe the next embodiment of Mother Teresa, you just need to be blonde or something. Everything this brought up, would you like to uncreate destroy? Yes, right. Anybody here? Right. Maybe. I got oh, I should. So how much are you creating your life for sausage potato people? So they are maybe going to see you, when they are eating. Maybe they are going to see you in the corner of their eyes, and they are going to recognize you.
Or maybe they'll invite you for a mainstream dinner. And then you can be really friends.
Like maybe the most what you can create with them is that you are the sausage on their plate. This is maybe too terrible joke if it's not a joke.
Too visual.
So how much like we are speaking about bodies, we can include little more bodies. So how much you are killing your body so you can be like your mother?
Yeah.
So you are never more sexy than she is.
Never more capable also than she is.
It's just too much. Anything else? Are we finishing or we finished?
And how many of you have also been creating your body so it will be liked by other people? What could your body be like, and what would your body be capable of doing and changing and creating, that if you would truly do that, people will look at you either not believing that you just changed something, or either thinking you're a witch, which you are. But like, witchcraft is legal this lifetime. So everywhere you've been stopping yourself from actually embodying a reality of capacities, which always keeps you suffering, embodiment, will you destroy and create that? Right, or anker bapak bottle name shorts, boys and beyonds. Have you noticed that most people don't really like change with their bodies, or they'll like it till they're out of pain, but then when you want to go beyond that, when you really want to create a different future with bodies, a lot of people will be like, no, I'm fine, I don't have pain anymore, I'm good. And you're like, but we just got started. Now we're starting with the possibilities. No, I don't like, no, it's fine, I'm just like, I don't have pain anymore, I'm not tired anymore, it's okay. So everywhere you've been stopping where they would stop, so you can also be tired and in pain, rather than having your body and the future that you're asking for, will you destroy and create that? Right? Or anker bapak bottle nature, it's boys and beyonds. And what is available to you in your body that isn't for anyone around you? And so everywhere you still hope for other people to have what you have, to see what you have, to choose what you can choose, what if you just go?
Hi, can I ask a question?
Maybe, are you finished, Yasodhara?
Yes.
She can ask a question. We are also finishing. We have 2 more minutes.
Okay, it's just about, do you have some tips to have more ease with my body? It seems that his healing is maybe facilitating, but is even when I'm sleeping and I'm getting exhausted. So what can I do here? Thank you.
Are you exhausted, or are you aware of the exhaustion of other people?
Oh, it's awareness, yes.
Oops, it's always good to buy it as yours, so now you can be exhausted.
Thank you.
So this is what I say on some classes, like cute unicorn. When you feel like shit, this is when when you feel like other people feel all the time. It's just normal for them.
And it's annoying to you.
It's shit for you, it's normal
Exactly.
for them. You are in Abu Dhabi, in your Emirates.
Yeah, and it's going crazy with this corona
So
thing. So yeah,
it's
I'm more aware.
yeah. So maybe you're aware that many bodies are dying.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, so just allow them to die. Contribute to their dying.
And what, like, whatever you feel, what if it was never real?
Feel or
Yeah.
okay.
Whatever you feel, what if whatever you feel is always an awareness of something or someone around?
Okay, and so how can I come back to my reality? Because sometimes when you're so aware, you get confused.
Well, how much do you confuse yourself with your wording?
Megatons.
Yeah, because you'll say like, "Oh, I feel so exhausted," which we like, if we're honest, like how many of us do that all the time? And so this is where you stick yourself. Now, when you're asking yourself, okay, so is it really me feeling that, or is my body so aware? You'll start creating a different landscape for your body to be in.
Yes. Yeah. It's
And we
like
said also many times today, like, what if you are choosing too little, so you need to, and you have amazing capacities, so you are fulfilling them with shit because you are not choosing to create more. What if you can make yourself busy with your creations, so you don't need to be busy with shit of other people? What can this create?
And if your body heals a lot, you could also ask it like, hey, can we do this in any other way? And then pock and pot any of your expectations that it needs to be different. It's more of an invitation to your body. Because some bodies will be like, oh, of course we can. You just didn't ask me. And then you'll be like, oh, okay.
I definitely ask.
Yeah. Cool. So there are more questions. I suggest that you guys start maybe asking if your body is like different and healing and creating a lot with other bodies, and it might be interesting for you to start looking into a body class, and like maybe not just one, but just like asking your body, okay, what do you require? There are many body facilitators around the world. Harris is traveling and on the road. I'm also, and then there's many colleagues of us. We will be in Brussels in November. If you come by car, you can go anywhere when you're in Europe. There is no control, nowhere. So how much fun can you have driving?
Yeah, and still you can do also tests, and that's it. And then you just show them the fucking test, and that's it.
Yeah. It is a body class. Yes, it is a body class in Brussels. Like Anik or Masira, do you have like the dates? Is it like 17, 18, 19?
I thought it was 11 to 13 or something like that.
We're very prepared, sorry.
14, 15.
You're totally correct. So in Brussels, Harris and I will co-facilitate the body class on the 13th, 14th, and 15th of November. And Harris will also that weekend do like an evening class, which is the creation of millions, which you can also take online. So if you cannot, because you're somewhere else in the world, you can also join us for that evening class. And yeah, anything else? Oh, there it is. Thank you so much, Christina.
So it's 3 days of touching the body. Somebody's touching your body for 3 days, and you're touching somebody's body for 3 days.
And we will touch your body too.
And we are touching your body too.
And when we have
you can touch our body. You can touch our body maybe a little.
A little.
Yes, Anna?
I did 2 bodies with you, and if I do this class with both of you, then what I can do processes on my own, or what can I do after that?
Yes.
So yeah, you can become body process facilitator when you do 2 body classes with 2 different facilitators. So this means this class which we had together with Yasodhara, all people who were on my body class, they can come to this class or her class. Yeah, I'm going to tell say everything. So all people who were on one of the facilitators classes, they can come to this class when we are facilitator together, and it counts like second facilitator. So all the people who were on Yasodhara's body class until now, they can come to Brussels and they can fulfill this prerequisite for body process facilitator, which you need 2 different 3-day body class facilitators. So something like that. All people who were with me on 3-day body classes, they can come to Brussels when we have this class, so they can become BPF.
I love it. And so if you require any help with information or getting there or something else, please don't hesitate to contact me or Anik or the Harris team, and so we can contribute to you getting there with ease, finding apartments or hotels and all that kind of things. So
yeah, it's going to be little out of Brussels, in beautiful place in nature, something like that, in a beautiful house where we are there. We lock ourselves for 3 days.
And then we get out in the world totally new.
Yeah. So it's like unicorn transformation.
Unicorn, how do you say that?
Transformation. So you go in and you transform yourself inside in 3 days, and you come out a new one.
Exactly. You can find them all on harris.se. Awesome. Thank you, Niati. Thank you, Harris.
Thank you, Yasodhara.
And thank you, everybody, all the translators, and Mia and Katja for all the creation.
And our hosts in Brussels, they are also here. They didn't have time to speak.
Nick is here. I saw her. And Sebastian, I'm not sure.
So thank you, everybody. He probably feel us on distance. Even if he don't. So thank you, everybody. And let's create too much. Let's choose too much. And let's choose too pleasurable embodiment. Okay, thank you. And see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye.
Thank
Thank
you. Thank you, Harris.
Shukran. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Yaso.